Like always, let's begin with the roasting of the spices. Heat up a wok like this, and when the wok heats up, here goes approximately 40 grams of ghee or clarified butter. When the ghee has melted, here goes 3 tablespoons of coriander seeds and saute. 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds. Here goes 2 tablespoons of broken cashew nuts. Green chilies 30 in number. When the green chilies have sweated a bit, here goes 1 bunch of cilantro or coriander leaves and half bunch of mint leaves. Roasting these greens would give nice flavor to this dish. In no time would you see the greens have reduced in volume and have become darker. Off goes the flame and allow these spices to cool down completely before you transfer them into a blender jar like this. Instead of water, you got to use yogurt in this preparation. You might have to use approximately 150 grams of yogurt. Turn on the blender now and blend into smooth green paste like this. To make the chicken curry, heat up a big pot like this, and when the pot heats up, goes approximately 80 grams of ghee or clarified butter. Let's simultaneously cook the rice. For that, in another range, heat another pot up, and when the pot heats up, here goes again approximately 80 grams of ghee or clarified butter. When the ghee melts, goes whole garam masala like 1 star anise, 1 inch cinnamon stick and 6 cloves. A tablespoon of shah jeera. In another range, to add in some whole garam masala like 1 star anise, 1 inch cinnamon stick and 6 cloves. A tablespoon of caraway seeds or shah jeera, which can be found in any supermarkets nearby. Now goes 6 sliced onions, and to speed up the cooking of onions, goes a teaspoon of salt and saute until the onions turn brown. In another range goes 2 tablespoons of broken cashew nuts for the extra flavor. Pandan leaf for the fragrance, and here too goes 6 sliced onions, and to speed up the cooking of onions goes a teaspoon of salt and saute until these onions turn brown too. When the onions in another range have turned brown, here goes 2 tablespoons of homemade ginger garlic paste and saute until the raw flavor is completely gone. When the raw flavor of ginger garlic paste is completely gone, here goes a teaspoon of turmeric powder and mix well. Today we are using one whole chicken. This skinless chicken is cut into big sized pieces but with liver and gizzards, and the weight of the meat is around 1 kilo and 600 grams. Here I am adding 2.5 level teaspoons of salt, and we don't need to add any salt further in this preparation for the chicken curry. 1 tablespoon of homemade garam masala powder. No store-bought ones can truly replace your homemade garam masala powder. Now goes the green masala that we ground earlier entirely. Add rinsed water from the same jar masala was previously ground in and give it a mix. Now cook covered on medium flame for around 20 minutes until the chicken is approximately 75% done. In the meantime, onions in another range too have turned brown. Here goes 6 slit green chilies and give it a mix. While adding in water, the measurement is very simple. For a cup of basmati rice, use 1.5 cups of water, since our intention here is to cook the rice until 75% done. Using juice of 1 whole lemon would ensure the rice remains separate and fluffy. For a kilo of rice, 5 level teaspoons of salt would be appropriate, and add salt accordingly. Here I am adding 2 level teaspoons of salt more. Give it a mix and let the water boil. When the water has come to a boil, here goes nicely washed basmati rice which was soaking for half an hour, and this basmati rice is around 600 grams. It's enough to stir once, don't stir frequently because soaked basmati rice is very delicate and has the tendency to break. When the rice has absorbed all the water content, that means the rice is 75% done, off goes the flame. Here in another range, chicken is 3/4 done too and has oozed out considerable amount of water. Give it a mix. Don't turn off the stove because we need the chicken in the curry to be fully cooked. Take good portion of the chicken pieces and place them at the bottom of a pressure cooker. Pressure cooker is not a must here. You can use some other pots too. Make sure that you add in the gravy too because we need some moisture for the 75% done rice to cook completely while on dum. On top of the chicken gravy goes 3/4 done basmati rice entirely. Level the rice off with the spatula. Remember, chicken gravy is still getting cooked in another range, and to know whether the chicken is done or not, bite into the hardest portion of the chicken, that's the gizzard, and if you can bite into gizzard, that means the chicken is well done. For extra moisture, you can pour in the green gravy on the top like this. Now on lowest possible flame or on sim, put the lid on and cook the biryani on dum for 20 minutes. Let's make a quick green masala paste. Now for that, into a blender jar like this goes green chilies, mint leaves, cilantro or coriander leaves roughly chopped. Now goes the optional ingredient, that's the curry leaves, homemade ginger garlic paste, turmeric powder, cumin powder, homemade garam masala powder, amchur powder, kasuri methi, yogurt or curds. By using yogurt as required for blending, blend into a smooth paste like this. Let's marinate the chicken now. Here goes 4 level teaspoons of salt. Now goes the green masala paste that we ground earlier. Now coat the chicken pieces nicely with the masala. You got to rest this chicken for at least couple of hours. Overnight marination in a refrigerator would be advisable. Now place the marinated chicken pieces on an oven grill, which further is placed on an oven tray so that any drippings from the chicken wouldn't make the oven dirty. In the meantime, preheat the oven to maximum possible temperature, which is 250 degrees centigrade in my case, for about 5 minutes. Now bake at 250 degrees centigrade for about 45 minutes, and after 45 minutes flip the chicken pieces over and bake further for half an hour. The total baking time is 1 hour and 15 minutes. After 20 minutes, you could see that the rice, which was 3/4 done before dum, is now completely cooked. Look at the rice, which is nice and separate and not sticking to each other and is perfectly cooked. The chicken is also well cooked. For more such interesting upcoming recipes, please stay tuned.